All right, we are about to do a little Facebook Live Q&A. We're going to film it for the vlog as well because the other day we asked you guys, should we confess this? We asked you guys for some questions the other day.
This is so annoying.
We sat down and we ordered fish and chips, and we did this like whole fish and chip review thing, like, and answered these questions. We filmed the whole thing, and then we put the memory card in the computer to edit it. All the files were gone, corrupt. We lost the whole video.
I mean, we got to eat great food, but all our genuine reactions, it was really cool. Maybe we'll do it again soon.
We've got a lot to get through. Okay, do you want to go first?
Choose wisely. Okay, I feel like it's a lot of pressure to have the first one.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
George, what restaurant here in Manila is the closest to Nando's in the UK? I've got the answer straight away.
Gringo's.
It's Gringo's.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant called Gringo's, which
pretty close.
is the closest. It's not the same by any means, but some of the dishes, the taste, some of the sauces are the closest that we found. Gringo's.
Yeah, it's good. It's not, like I said, it's not quite as spicy. I love spicy Nando's. I always get the hot, and I put extra hot sauce on it.
Yeah.
So if anyone's watching from England or from anywhere, I think we were in Malaysia and they had Nando's. So if anyone's watching that's had Nando's, comment below the sauce you get.
We went straight there because we were like, wow, we haven't seen Nando's for a while. Remember that?
What's the weirdest thing you encountered this month?
Probably myself. No, I don't know. The weirdest thing. Do you know, it's probably, for me, it's probably some video that you showed me on TikTok. Lucy scrolls through TikTok every night and she picks like the weirdest or funniest strange videos. I think it's that guy who does this.
Oh yeah, this one he goes. And he's like let us know if you know what I mean. He's like being vampire girl. It's like every 10-year-old in school does this, and I just relate to it so much, it's hilarious. I think for me it's that worm I found in that cucumber the other day.
Oh,
that was kind of weird.
What did you see that made you want to live in the Philippines? So what was like, I guess like what was like the one thing? And I wouldn't say it was one thing.
Okay.
We have spoken about this before. I think it's a mixture of things. We travelled so many different places, but it was only here that we thought this would be really, really cool to have like a kind of base in for our travels.
Yeah.
That was the idea pre-pandemic, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
And then obviously pandemic, we've stayed here.
What do we see though? Like physical seeing it?
And we're like, that's why we want to be here. I suppose like the beauty of some of the places that we travelled, the scenery, the islands, the mountains. We're from England, so like we don't have these white sand beaches. We don't have mountains. We don't have hot weather. But like so many things were so cool to us here.
Yeah.
And also like people welcoming us and being friendly.
Seeing the kindness. I guess you can see kindness, can't you? It's not just a physical thing.
Absolutely. So it was a lot of different things.
We hope you're enjoying today's video so far. If you are, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Do you and Lucy have separate quiet time during the day?
Sometimes.
It
depends what we're doing.
Also rarely, I would say.
I find that often we want quiet time at the same time. So it might be that we're not speaking, but we're watching something or we're reading.
True, we often like put a movie on and watch it together.
But then often I'll be in the bedroom, you'll be here, or the other way around. And we'll just be chilling.
Or I'll be reading, or you'll be reading, or even like if I'm editing and Lucy wants to chill, and then Lucy will do some work later, and then I'll chill. So we do definitely have quiet time during the day that we don't vlog.
But also we're in a 50 square metre apartment together.
So we're always going to be close by.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I think because we spoke about this before, we do a lot together. We're together all the time. And I think it came from, we left the UK, just us two, and each other was all we had.
Yeah.
And now we've made friends and stuff, but I still think like if we go out together.
Yeah, true.
We're very, very together, aren't we? But I like it.
If you were able to, I love this question. If you were able to move from the city, which province would you choose?
Ooh.
And I love this question. I really don't know. Because there's some comforts about Manila that I love. Like the quicker Wi-Fi and like having like huge shopping malls and things. And
Food Panda.
Food Panda, yeah. But also there's some real charm about some of the provinces and the more like being surrounded by nature and being near the beach. So I really don't know. Let me think. Which province? If you pick I guess you can pick a big province, so you've got more diversity.
I'd probably have to go north.
So you'd want to be on Luzon still?
I think so.
Okay.
Or would you go for some island vibes or something?
I don't know. Like, there's so many places. I'm like in my head. I'm like coffee shops.
Yeah, I know.
It's got good coffee. Oh, I don't know. I'm so used to the city life. We've not really been to an island for so long, other than like some trips we've been doing recently. But even then, we've had to stay in the resort because of the current times.
Before the pandemic, we were planning on like going to live on an island for a month or something.
Yeah,
we said in Camiguin because there's this cool little gym there. There's the place that we always stay in Camiguin.
There's like smoothie bowl place. There's a nice coffee shop.
There are some spots. You just get a scooter and we could just work out in the morning every day at the beach. We'd go to the sandbars, go on little boat trips and stuff.
I'd love to split my time between city and an islandy home more evenly, I think.
Yeah, totally.
I think that'd be very cool.
That would be awesome.
But I don't know. What do you think? What place, if you had to guess, if you had to say?
I don't know. I think island because it's so...
You can't just say island, or just 7,641
Okay, come again.
Or
I'm
31.
deciding. Come again.
Always get it wrong.
That's where I'd
41
go.
or 31. 7,600 and one of them too. I can't remember.
If you guys want to see more from us, make sure you're following our Instagram pages on the screen now.
Worst decision you've ever made?
Firstly, I don't believe in any past bad decisions, even if they were bad technically. I think they've made me who I am today, and they've made my life go the way it's gone. So I don't think I'd change it, but I can still, I guess, address the bad thing.
It's hard to think
I feel
of
like
any.
things have happened for a
Because
reason.
also...
Like, we could say, like, not quitting our job sooner, but also that might have not tied up properly.
Timing.
Everything's happened.
We try and live without regrets, right? Like, we just learn from stuff.
But the question isn't what do you regret, it's just what was the worst decision.
Do you know what? It's probably something small for me, like eating too much bad food in a day, and then I feel physically sick.
That's the worst decision you've ever made.
It could be, yeah. It could be one of them.
Wow.
It's really hard to answer.
I don't know. I really don't know.
That's really hard to answer.
That is a difficult question.
When are you guys exactly moving? I'm excited. Cool. So if you've been keeping up with the vlogs, you'll know that we've bought our own condo. We now own our own place in Manila, in the Philippines, in McKinley. Very, very excited to move in there. We've done a little tour on the vlog. It's empty right now. We went there the other day around sunset time. Balcony is stunning. It's huge. Very, very excited. We're not yet sure exactly when.
We basically need to wait for, I guess, ECQ to be over so that we can, the workers that are making a few changes in the condo can come and finish. And once they're finished, we can slowly start moving in or painting or doing whatever we want to do. So it's going to have to be like, we'll see kind of situation.
Yeah.
But hopefully not too much longer. But we also do have this place until August. So it doesn't really matter either way. We're kind of quite relaxed about it.
We're renting this place. Someone just asked on Facebook, I saw a comment come up, do you miss home? Yes, we do miss home a lot, don't we? We miss our family a lot. We still don't know when we can go and see them. They were supposed to come to the Philippines, got cancelled. I think we've said all this before. But yeah, of course we miss home, miss our family a lot.
Sort of tying into that, I've got a question here asking when we're next going to England. And like about the situation there. So obviously if anyone's watching that doesn't know what's going on in England, they've basically around 2 or 3 days ago, they've got this new rule where they're allowed to, from being like a stay at home, they're now allowed to, I think it's up to 6 people or 2 families can sit in a garden or outside.
Which is perfect timing for the UK because around May you start to get a little bit of nicer weather. Still a little bit cold, but you know.
Could start thinking of having like a barbecue outside or like sitting outside with a blanket. Like it'd be amazing. I'm kind of jealous. That would be awesome. But I mean, obviously I'm super happy for people in England. Things seem to be getting much better over there. I mean, by the looks of things.
To answer the question, we're hoping to get back later this year, right?
Yeah, but we literally said this last year.
We said the same thing last year. It's whether it's like travel restrictions. It's like Philippines is very strict at the moment with travel in and out.
It was starting to look like it was going to be in the middle of the year. We heard some rumours of things being opened up, but I think it's been pushed back now because of the current lockdown. So we're being patient. We're following the rules.
When it feels safe to travel more, when it feels safe, when the UK's in a better situation, because if we went down, if we had gone back already, we would have just gone into a full lockdown in the UK.
But obviously we're staying in touch with our families on FaceTime and messaging them every day, so we hope that we can see them when we can, but also who knows, we'll have to just see what happens.
Exactly. How do you make up after an argument if you ever do fight?
So it's funny you asked this. We were actually talking about this the other day in depth.
Juicy questions,
and we have 2 very different ways of dealing with things, and we realised that it's the whole fight or flight
we came up with this solution, didn't we?
So I'm a fighter, not physical fighter, before anyone starts accusing me of things. In terms of like, if we argue, I would be someone that wants to talk about it. I want to get to the bottom of why we're arguing. I want to talk through our problems, not in a way to bring it back up, but in a way to be on the same page and then move on, work through it.
It does make sense.
George is like,
I want nothing to do with it. I think I could instantly stop an argument by walking away from it.
Yeah, which never works.
And I just want to move on. And even if sometimes we do go I mean, look, we do fight, but it's nothing ever that serious. We just bicker and we get on
if
each
we're
other's
hungry or
nerves.
tired or something.
It really is that usually, if we're hungry or tired and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, sometimes I just want to walk away and move on.
Yeah. And
do you know what annoys me though?
Okay.
When we do that and then we're kind of okay again, we're getting on, and then you still want to talk through it. And I totally get it, but hours later, Lucy will come back and want to talk through it, and it kind of brings it all back up.
But I often wait for you to cool down, then I'm like, okay, it's time to talk to him and tell him why he was wrong.
Yeah, okay, that's probably quite true. I don't need to I don't need to go and cool down. It's not even that. I never get that worked up or angry. I'm just like, come on, this is so silly, we're arguing, why are we arguing? What's the best camera for vlogging? Now, talking of cameras quickly, I would say the best camera for vlogging, if I had to choose one, and we're talking about just vlogging, picking up a camera, old school vlogging, filming your day.
Slow down, you're speaking so quickly.
Let's talk about cameras, I'm getting excited. Canon G7X. Elaborate.
It's not my answer. That was your answer.
I mean thoughts.
Don't tell me to elaborate.
Thoughts. Canon G7X, best vlogging camera. Can you go wrong? I mean, we don't even own one anymore.
The focus irritates me, so I think that's the
focus is a little bit wrong.
I don't know. I like a bigger setup. I like having the directional microphone plugged in.
Yeah, but it's harder to carry around.
Yeah. Someone here's asking why British people and Spanish people have blue eyes. I have green eyes, actually.
I have bluey green eyes.
George is blue with like a yellow ring.
Yeah, very unique actually. It's one of my most outstanding features, probably.
Wow.
One of.
Lemonek.
Did you know any Filipinos back in the UK before you started travelling?
I feel like we got asked this again recently.
I don't think we did.
Maybe we did, but we didn't realise they're Filipinos.
Maybe not. I don't know. I'd love to know. I bet there's people we went to school with who are like
half
Filipino.
People. I know there's a couple I went to school with, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd love to talk to them now about the Philippines. Now, there's a lot of questions that we get asked all the time, but we're happy to answer them. What video...
Got to pause that.
Go on.
James Flores' birthday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, James Flores!
Oh no.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, James Flores. You go high. You go high. Go. Happy birthday to you.
If anyone's joined the live stream now, they're like.
Yeah. If it's anyone else's birthday, let us know.
And George will carry on.
And we'll do that for you as well.
I want to see what James says about what just
Happy
happened.
birthday, James. Oh yeah, what video editor do we use? We use Final Cut Pro.
Yeah.
Costs £300. It's too much. It's too much. You can do most of the same stuff in iMovie if you're starting out, but it is a good editor. We're used to it. Any side hustle you can recommend?
Whatever you enjoy.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Something you've got a passion behind.
I love people who have side hustles, and sometimes they can turn into your main hustle and your main thing. Find what you love the most, whether that's, I don't know, starting an Instagram business, whether that's starting to create content on YouTube, whether that's, I don't know, find something you're interested about and talk about it and make a ton of content around it on all different social media platforms. Who is your favorite teacher or mentor?
Myself.
For me, yeah, I know. No, we do say this. We don't have too many like mentors, or we kind of
Gary V.
learn ourselves. But I would say Gary V.
Not the singer.
No, the Gary Vaynerchuk.
The businessman and entrepreneur and public speaker
and social media
and YouTuber
guru. He's awesome. He helped us indirectly through his content. He helped us a lot to do what we're doing today. Did
you and Mike and Ellie fight or argue about something?
Ooh, no.
It's all been smooth sailing.
Yeah. How do you feel about the lockdown again? We're doing what we need to do. We're doing stuff like this, to be honest, live streaming, making vlogs, trying to have as much fun as possible, trying to connect with you guys as much as possible. Another question about arguing. I think people are so interested. This is a cool question. How do British people date? Is there a difference with how it is done in the Philippines? I don't know how Filipinos date.
I think there's a lot of like courting here, right?
I thought you were going to say courses. It's not courses that can teach you how to date people. Probably are, actually.
Probably. No, I think it. That's what I've heard anyway. People do like more courting, like going. I mean, it's similar to the UK, I guess, like going on dates a few times and then see what happens, kind of thing.
I think a lot of relationships. I mean, we're out of practice. We haven't had to do it for a long time because we've been together. But I think a lot.
Thanks for clarifying that.
It must start. It must start online now, right?
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of apps, right? And people use Tinder or like. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, guys, that is the end of our little Q&A today. Thank you for everyone who asked questions. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it gave you a little bit of an insight into some things you guys have been wondering. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you have an amazing day ahead of this video. Thank you so much for watching today. If you watched till the end, please let us know. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you want to see on the channel. We've been in lockdown, so we've been trying to make as many vlogs as possible. We've been live streaming. We've been chatting to you guys on Instagram. We've been chatting to you guys on Facebook, YouTube. We've been still filming what we've been up to, even though it hasn't been that much going on in these lockdown vlogs. But thank you so much if you're still here. We appreciate you so much. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Subscribe, turn on notifications to be notified every time we upload. And we'll see you in the next video.
If you guys want to see more from us, make sure you're following our Instagram pages on the screen now.